Listen, life gives you two choices. Either you are locking in or you are locked up. It's live or die. And maybe you could be locked up physically as well. So, sound kind of harsh, isn't it? But here's the truth. If you don't have control over your life, something or someone will. There are a lot of brain rot on the internet about locking in, but they never really go into explaining what does locking in and mean. What does it really mean? Does it mean you gotta stay focused, disciplined, stay hardworking, and how can one person change their mindset to lock in essentially? Can I attain the success, the discipline, and the freedom that you can have in your life? In this video, I'm gonna show you the philosophy of actually locking in, and we'll cover why focus is a game changer and how distraction can lock you up for the rest of your life, and you will be just another worker in the company. And I'm gonna show you the actual step you can take to achieve this mindset and essentially bring the success to yourself. So, just stick around and I'll show you the exact step that I take and all the secret I've been keeping from all myself as I go along this journey so you can attain the success that you want. Let's start with the basic. Locking in is just you committing yourself to a life purpose, giving yourself that laser focus on whatever task that you're doing. You're shutting out all of the noise, all of distraction, and everything in between so you can have this thing called flow. And you were essentially just be someone who are dedicated to that task every single hours, minute of you waking up. That will achieve more things than you could ever done in 1 hour than you have ever done in the rest of your life. And I'm not making this up because when I am in the zone, I have done more things that I've did that 1 hour than I did for the rest of that week. It's insane. So if you can learn how to tap into this mode where you lock in and work hard, it will change the trajectory of your business and your goals. But here's the thing. Most people I've seen are walking around distracted. They're unlocked. They're choosing distraction over discipline. They binge watch Netflix, binge watch anime. I was this for a very, very long time. I've I will be honest, I'm still struggle with this right now. Occasionally I still have period in my life where I'm not completely focused, I'm not lock in, or I often procrastinate and say, "Hey, I'll start this tomorrow." And every second that you waste, just wasting your life away, looking at your phone, scrolling to TikTok, talking to girls or snapping girls, or things like that, you are distracting yourself from your highest purpose, and you're basically falling behind. So when you want to achieve this state, when you want to lock in, it's not just about working harder, but you're essentially working smarter. You are picking the tasks that give you the right amount of challenge and it is easy enough. So there's this graph where the scale is hardness and how easy it is. So if you can find that perfect middle, that's when you achieve the flow. So it's not too hard, but it's not too easy where you are just mindlessly doing it, or it's too hard where you're on the verge of giving up. That's why you gotta find the perfect middle to kind of tackle a challenge where it's challenging but not too challenging. Most people think that discipline is like some sort of punishment. They avoid it. They hate working. They need vacation. However, when you find your life purpose, you are essentially just focus on that to the point where it's fun for you to work. And any other time that you spend outside of it is painful because you are not making progress to that thing you want so bad. It's basically it's freedom. You have the ability to choose what you want to do and focus on it. That's what it means to chase after your goals and get the life that you want. Let me tell you a story. 2 weeks ago, I was reading this book, and it was on Wednesday. I was only halfway through the book, and I look at my calendar. I realized that I had set the goal to finish that book in at on Saturday. I had 3 days left to read 200 pages. Mind you, this is not something that I've done ever in the past. This is my first time reading a book and really finishing one book every week. And at that point, I forced myself to kind of lock into that task and finish the book. Really, it was hard because I'm not used to sitting there to read 1 2 hour plus. And if I'm being honest with you, it was worth it. Everything was worth it because from there on, I discover how to read faster, and I've discovered ways where I can gain knowledge without skimming word by word on the book. It's essentially life changing, and from there on, I was able to consistently read a book every week. I've challenged myself to read 300-page book. Right now, I'm at 327-page book a week. That's the largest book that I've read every week. And basically, I'm up to the fourth one right now. So, yeah, when you are forced to lock in and finish a task, you'll come out learning something larger than you. You will learn a skill that you can't attain. Either that's just focus or some extra skill that come along with you having to basically finish that task on time. Now let's talk about the flip side where you are not too focused, you spend the rest of your life distracted, and you spend your life rotting away, wasting your time, and getting trapped in this cycle of mediocrity. And what does that really mean? It means that when you watch other people succeed while you stay stuck in your own place, working 9 to 5s, years after years, doing something that you don't like for the sake of money or for the sake of just comfort. You're comfortable where you're at right now. Just think about it. How much time do you typically spend on distraction? Because I'm assuming if you're watching this video right now, you are trying to lock in. And in the past, you haven't done that ever. You maybe have just focused going to the gym or something like that for 1 or 2 hours, but you really have never stay with your goals. So tell me, how much time have you spent distracting yourself? If I'm being honest, before I learned all of this, I spent 6 to 8 hour plus every day just on my phone or either watching TV and stuff like that. I can't even eat a meal without completely just watching something. So I've spent most of my life just distracted. And that hour that you could use for yourself, you could learn to start a business, learn a new skill, or you could learn to play the piano. I have a piano right there, and that's part of me wanting to learn it, but I just haven't been focused enough to do it. So by doing this, you learn how to take care of your health by either that's going to the gym or doing diet. And essentially, what I've figured is that distraction is a prison in disguise. It makes you feel comfort, so you stay still in one spot, either that's TikTok or YouTube. You stay there for 24 hours. As long as you have that distraction, you won't do anything else. You won't do anything else with your life. Just think about that. 7 hour plus a day on something. You are completely distracted. And like I said, people get annoyed when they are locked up. But instead of locking up, right now, all they gotta do is just give you a phone and you stay in the same spot for 7 hour plus a day. And look, if you think about it right now, you are probably gonna think, hey, I've wasted all my life, and guess what? You can't buy your time back. But all you gotta do right now is just take the right step forward. Then you won't be stuck in the place that you were in the past couple of days, years, or months. So here's the three, all these three-step to really lock in, stay focused, stay disciplined, no matter what time, what day it is. First, success start with you setting a non-negotiable for yourself. So what that means is that you, any time of your day or the day before, you set yourself a goals that you have to achieve within that day as a non-negotiable, or else your day won't be complete. For me, when I first started, the non-negotiable that I picked was going to the gym. It has been a consistent non-negotiable for me because on days where I don't go to the gym, except it's a rest day, then I just feel sluggish, I waste my time, and basically I've just been rotting away. So that is one of non-negotiable for me. It mean that you, no matter what, rain or shine, as long as you still have that non-negotiable and you achieve it, your day is complete. Right now, I have multiple non-negotiable. I have morning work, like right now. I'm working in the morning and going to the gym. Those are my non-negotiable, and no matter what, I have to achieve them in one day. And two, once you have set yourself a non-negotiable, like working or going to the gym or some sort of like that, or learning a skill, then you gotta limit the distraction, turn off the noises. So once you're in that zone, you're just in that zone of working. Like right now, I have my phone right here. Typically, when I do deep work, I put it in here, lock it away, and I won't even touch it again. And typically, most of the time, I don't even go on my phone for 2 or 3 hours after I'm done, until I'm done with the task. So if you could find yourself a place where you can be isolated, where you can find a place where you can work, stay disciplined, then you are basically unbeatable because you have that zone where you just work and no one will distract you until your task is done. It's only yourself who will stop you. So, just if you had anything, anyone that basically distract you from this during this time, cut them out and just leave yourself to where you can focus. And if you notice anyone that make you not focus, then just try to cut them out. One thing that I've been implementing is going to the gym itself. In the past, when I started this fitness journey, I've been working at home because I feel like that's more cheap, more efficient, and I can do all the work at home without going outside. However, when you are in that environment where people are going there to work out, then it'll be a different story. Cause look, if I'm gonna be at home just doing push up or doing pull up or something like that, I'm gonna be distracted midway. Either it's by a chore, or either maybe something came up on a TV I want to watch. Then I will distract myself instead of just finishing the workout. So just create an environment where you could focus on locking. Sometime for me, when I want to lock in or want to work, then I go to some secluded place like the library or even a school. School is a perfect environment for you to work if you find a place where you can get access to the things that you need. 3. Celebrate the small wins. You build discipline by giving yourself the small wins. This one is about doing a big task every day. It's really about working the small goals and then connecting that to the larger picture and working it forward. So basically, what I've discovered is that app like TikTok, YouTube Short essentially, they are wired to reward you for every small click you take. So every scroll that you take, you get a small reward. And that is why when people are on those apps, you are addicted because those reward, people like reward. It's fun. If you can find a way where you can reward yourself for working. So for example, if you do a task of some sort and give yourself some mental reward, it might not be as fun as just finding some funny videos as you scroll, but it will give your brain, it will train your brain to be addicted to work because you are giving it the reward. So sometimes what I do after a long day of work is that I reward myself with a meal of some sort like that. So if it's a long day where I work in the morning, take a bunch of call in the afternoons, and to the point where I feel like my brain is completely fried, then I can give myself like a treat or two. One perfect thing I typically do that I gave myself is a chocolate bar. Cause I love chocolate. Cause most of the time when you have some sort of this reward, for me it was chocolate. Just a small bar of chocolate. If I work really really hard during that day, just a small bar of chocolate, then that chocolate will be special for me, and I want to work more to achieve that chocolate. So just build discipline through the small win that you take. And yeah, that's basically pretty much it. So if you want to really lock in, just focus on the long term, and it will pay off in the future, because right now the tasks that you are doing might not seem that significant, but it compound over time. Because if you are trying to build an empire, it's not gonna take 1 to 2 years, because Rome wasn't built in a decade. It was built in years and years of effort. So if you're trying to get the quick way out, you are not doing it right. It's about long-term payoffs, looking at yourself in the future and believing that one day that you can do it. So look, if you like video like this where I share about mindset and stuff like that, where what I take out my personal connection to these type of mindset, just let me know in the comment. And other than that, I have a free course in the comment for you to get 5% client every month automatically. So you can say lock in. All right. Other than that, later.